Welcome back to Lil Wayne, people. We've got some Carter for you. So, I'm going to make a long story short. This was a series. It was supposed to go up to 5 parts. The 5th one got scrapped or is in limbo. But Lil Wayne has been making this series since 2004. And it was around this time that people started recognizing him, and he really started jumping up and landing on the charts and getting hits that people were giving him clout for. So, he was with the Hot Boys and all that, but, this album started to cement him as far as a solo career. Now, unfortunately, this album is a good album if you are liking commercial rap. So I'm just going to point that out. This review is not going to be terribly long just because it's not. I feel beats that I liked previously, but it just doesn't work at this point. And so, the main thing about it is that, there's just not a ton of beats here for people who started off listening to Tech Nine or started off listening to Bone Thugs and these sorts of guys. It really had the intention of hitting number 1 on the Billboard top 200, and I feel like in a lot of ways that in doing that it lost some of its kind of beneath the radar appeal, which is pretty much the only weakness to it. I'm not going to give this album a good score, but just understand that if you are liking things like, if you like more commercial rappers, if you're feeling certain cats, you'll probably resonate with the CD more than I have. So you can smoke to this. Go DJ, Birdman Jr., Cash Money Millionaires. These are some songs to smoke to. The production, it's basically the same songs that I'm about to list, so we'll get to that. So the unheard songs, there's about 16 songs on here. There's 21, but if you count skits, there's only 16 songs. So, out of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, 16. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the unheard songs. So these are the songs you should look for: Go DJ, Birdman Jr., The Heat, Cash Money Millionaires, and Bring It Back. There is an Almost song, and it's called Hose. So, but we'll talk about this for a moment. Main thing is that these songs sound really vicious, and it sounds as if this would be the type of thing that you would hear from someone like Paul Wall. There's just certain songs a little bit gnarlier, a little bit more drug induced, and a little bit more sleepy and hazy than normal. Some of these beats just sound kind of really like a little bit too glossy for my taste. Maybe not glossy, but just, happy-go-lucky. Some of them sound like a real sunny day. It's just a warm summer day or something, but it just doesn't quite fit the bill. Really, you're just going to be noticing the whole time. Even if Lil Wayne is not the most cheery person, just the fact that the production sounds like, you're going for a stroll, it just is kind of like, yeah. So, but, I'm not, I don't want people, diehard Lil Wayne fans, all that, to think, well, this album's not like that, because I'm aware that Lil Wayne is capable. I just don't think he was completely aware of the sound that people wanted most. So that, I don't know. It's kind of like, well, he was aiming for commercial, and it's obvious that, cats like Bone Thugs may have been a little bit smoother. So yeah, this I guess I recommend it, but I'm gonna give this album like a 3.5 out of 10. And the future, I mean, Lil Wayne has dropped more albums, so we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna review all of them, but it just depends. The Social Score, I will give it like a 5.5 because there are songs on here that have charted and that people know, and he was quite the trending topic in the past. So just understand that he's still Lil Wayne, but at this point I'd say, just go for the mixtapes, but get the albums too, but you just gotta you're gonna, if you're discovering Lil Wayne, you need to get that experience. So it's a trip that you do need to take. It's important if you listen to rap to know who Lil Wayne is, and that can't be taken away from him. So yeah, can it be topped? Yes, it can. So I give this album a 3.5 out of 10 and a 5.5 social. Subscribe for more fun.